Yay, stream!
Yay, we're streaming!
Streaming!
Champ schedule. Okay, Fort Pinta is today at 19:30. Showing roughly 10 minutes. I maxed out my Dutch Warmblood and I've been riding around on my what is this thing called? Proteus.
Mm-hmm.
The Zorse. Cause I forgot how much I love this coat. It's so detailed.
It's so nice.
It's so good. I mean, the wild coats are like the wild coat is certainly something.
We don't talk about that one.
No.
We don't talk about it.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
I mean, the fish are fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
Like if the goldfish is really nice, I get what they're going like.
Yeah.
Zebrafish, but
yeah,
cool, but
the lionfish. It feels so busy. That's the thing. It's like it feels really busy, and like I don't think there's a way that you could have done it without it being busy.
Because zebrafish naturally are extremely busy.
Right. Oh man. All these new quests that I don't have a horse to use for XP anymore. Because the races gave me so much XP.
Yeah, I'm like, all of this is just, for the kiddos that don't ever train any of their horses. So.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't be me.
Not me, dude.
Not me. Not me. Nope. Sabine. Hello, Sabine.
Uh-huh.
Is there something you want? Yeah. Oh, I want to talk to you.
Huh. Uh-huh.
She's got, it's like, I don't know if I want to start any, like, if it's just a race. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, because I'm like, I don't want to start any quest with like 10 minutes till the champ, but. Alright, race time. Oh, I love how the sky goes dark. Nice. Ah! What the shit?
God.
Oh my god! The lightning!
Oh god, I'm guessing it's something.
I got hit by lightning. I don't know why, and I don't know where it came from, but I got hit by lightning.
Oh my god.
I'm just minding my own business. It wasn't even like, because there's drones, but it wasn't even like a drone strike. It was like, watch out, lightning, and it hasn't appeared on anywhere else.
Oh my god. It was for you specifically.
Oh god! How am I supposed to avoid that? What? Are you kidding? What the fuck is this? Oh, and you only have 6 seconds.
My game is still uploading.
Oh no, you only have 6 seconds between checkpoints. What is happening?
Yeah, you have to be.
Oh my god! I avoided the lightning this time. There it happened again. It didn't happen there the first time. Ah! The song is nice, but it's also like, it feels like that hardcore anime music that everybody makes fun of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nightcore. Yeah. Nightcore.
No, not even Nightcore. Not even Nightcore. Just like, it just sounds like an anime outro. Are you serious? Not again! No, I don't want it. No.
Hey Emma, have you ever thought of getting good?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the champ and we're gonna try this after the champ.
Hopefully I can get in for the champ.
I think you're gonna be fine.
It's still
fine.
it's still updating.
Oh no. I updated earlier. That's what I did. You know. That's what I did. Oh boy. Champ time. Except not really. We got like 7 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, help. I just want to play horse.
Let me in. Let me in. I just want to play my horse game. I just want it. I just want to play my horse game. Please.
I am 26 years old.
I am begging.
And I just want to play my horse.
I am begging you. Let me play my horse game.
So,
Please.
This is so funny. Because, like, okay, next Wednesday, my college is doing portfolio reviews, and usually it's on a Friday, so a lot of my professors like, we're so excited to see you, and I'm like, actually, I'm gonna be remote doing that, because I am not driving 2 hours on a Wednesday when I could be working.
Yeah.
I'm doing it, but not for the... Yeah.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's typically like everyone gets to campus at 11. We have a big, very fancy lunch.
Yeah.
They tell us the statistics of the college, and then we go off for the next 4 or 5 hours reviewing student portfolios. But I'm like, I'm not driving on Wednesday for that when it used to be Fridays.
Yeah,
so.
that's a bit much to ask somebody who's working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't get paid, so it's like I'm doing it because I love my college, so and all my professors, so that's why I do it, and I like reviewing things.
Right, you do it out of the goodness of your heart.
The goodness of my little ginger heart.
Your little heart.
One of my professors emailed me and introduced me to one of what's the champ, real quick?
Fort Pinta.
Pinta, let's go.
I say there is transport if you go to the Moreland Festival site.
Yeah, I'm in the forest, so I'm
Oh yeah.
There.
Yeah, you got plenty of time.
My old professor introduced me to a student because she wasn't on my review list, and he was like, "But I think you would have really good feedback," and I'm like, "Awesome, sweet."
Okay.
And the student, I mean, like, she seems like the loveliest person, but it's obviously a student. Because she said, "Dear last name," and then was formal, calling me, like, referring to me by Miss Last Name. And I'm just sitting, this was yesterday, and I'm like, I'm literally working, half my hand is in a Pringle can. I am mansplaining at my desk with Pokemon, like, PJ pants, and a Jurassic Park baggy as hell hoodie.
Yeah, and you just got an email that's, "Dear Miss Last Name."
I'm just like,
oh my god.
And I was just like, I'm like, you seem like the sweetest person ever. I am not who you think I am.
This is a ruse.
This is, like, I am simply a loser.
Yeah.
Like, like, I don't know what my professors are telling the students if they're telling them that I'm local when I'm like an hour and 45 minutes away, which isn't is technically still local.
Yeah, but that's still not too far away.
I don't have my car currently.
Yeah.
So the student's like, if we'd like to meet up in person, and then on Teams, I'm like, I don't live local. I mean, obviously I was more professional than I'm sounding right now, but I'm like, I'm not local. Yeah. And I don't know if I can get in contact with you on Teams, but we can try. Otherwise, it would have to be Zoom. Right. But I'm just like, and that's tomorrow, and I'm just gonna be like, oh no, I have to act like a professional.
Oh no! How do I interact with people in a setting that isn't horse game?
Yeah, because we're like, we just want to play our horse game. Let us into our horse game. It's just remind reminding me that there's someone waiting to like help them with their future tomorrow, referring to me as Miss Last Name, and here I am like
my name's Larry, and they're like, no, professional name.
And like, hello, professional name. I'm like tomorrow, like, because it's not like, it's like I'm doing this, like, we're doing this completely outside of the oh my god, it's going crazy. Or we're doing this completely outside of like, you know, the actual event and everything. So honestly, she has me for the whole night. Like, I'm not gonna be like, well, it's been 30 minutes. Why? Which, like, at the review, everyone only gets 20 to 25 minutes with each professional before they are pushed off to a different one.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna be like, you have me until we're both too tired.
Yeah. See, like, when let's see, how did portfolio review at your school work? Because ours was like, you did it when you were a junior, and which I thought, I'm like, I'm sorry, shouldn't it be a little bit earlier than that? Because basically, if you fail your portfolio review, you're not allowed to continue. And like,
oh my god,
I feel like when you're a junior, you've already put a lot of time into your college courses. So I don't know. I feel like it should be either when you're a sophomore or a freshman. I don't feel like you should have a portfolio review as a junior.
So it's kind of the opposite. So portfolio reviews is what I'm talking about. Is done for an event that my college hosts called Art and Design Week. So it's like all week. It's all about how to do resumes and professionals coming in and doing like deeper conversations. Portfolio review is all the students will get about like 6 to 7 professionals. Very like, they try to put you with whatever you're trying to be.
Sure.
They do their best.
Yeah.
But and you get 20-25 minutes with said professional to A, network, and B, like, have them review your entire portfolio, whatever you have time to talk about. And then after the 20-25 minutes, everyone gets about 5-6 minutes to go. And when it's in person, it's like in a big auditorium, and they stand up and you go find your other professional. And I enjoy going there and doing it in person. I don't mind doing that in person for all that time. But usually it's on a Friday, and they changed it to Wednesday, and I'm like, I'm not driving 2 hours.
It feels weird to have it midweek.
Yeah, it usually was like the last thing to top off the whole event.
Yeah.
But anyways, what you're talking about is what we called our mid-program review.
Okay.
Where if you failed it, like you can't graduate, etc.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Let you redo it, etc. You know, it was like impossible to fail unless like students didn't bring anything or didn't show up.
That's pretty much how ours is too. Like that was basically how ours went too. But as far as like the kind of thing you're talking about, we never actually we didn't really have that. Which like it would have been really nice to have. What we did kind of have in place of that though was when you were a senior, you could take or you had to take basically what they were calling like your senior exhibit, but the whole like class leading up to it was how to market yourself and how to do a resume and how to do this. So like we had it was a whole class, and then at the end of it you had your senior like exhibit. Which mine was all online for. Yeah. You know.
Because like for mid-program review, it was for us like I was part of the committee in my senior year of all the students that were like, I was the president of my majors club. Okay. So the other art degree people who were in their designated spots clubs, we were all invited to be on like the big professional board of we are changing the entirety of the like what was then known as the entertainment design major.
Gotcha.
And we're gonna change this whole thing. So all that the students are experiencing now, I'm like, I text my hair behind here. Like I had a part to play in how their education is going on.
I did it. It was me.
They well, not me completely, but they valued our input. Yeah. And one of the things we told them to change, surprisingly enough, was the mid-program review. We were like, hey, you are putting this in students' sophomore years. This needs to be in like their late sophomore or in their junior year.
Yeah.
And our argument for that, instead of having it early, I was last in that.
Nice job.
Yay! What our argument for that was, like, all of the work that we had to like show. Oh, I forgot to grab the chick.
Whoopsie doodles.
Oopsies. Was that we're like, and all of the stuff we would bring to this quote unquote mid program review would be all of our like, here's my drawing one art and here's my beginner art, and nothing to do with what we were graduating in.
Gotcha.
Or what we wanted to do with it. Because that's how my whole like program and path, like how it used to be. They changed that completely where students start doing things in animation and comics and everything well into their freshman year, and it never used to be like that.
Yeah.
So like our argument was like, when we come to these things, you guys are telling us, oh, you ain't gonna make it in this field based off of how well we can draw a still painting.
Right.
Which doesn't make any sense.
No, you should be looking at examples of the field that they're going into, not exercises from class that have like nothing to do with
And then we had like a senior art show where at our senior year, like we too like could have the class of how to like network, things like that, and then present one day out of at the end of each semester is like the senior art show. And it's a big deal. I love just going to those, even now that I'm graduated, because they treat it like they put all of like the senior animations up on a movie screen. And like everything else is like everything artistic wise just in the art building that night, whole thing, and it's so much fun. But so it's like it's like like having something in a junior year is like, but wait, like like how am I supposed to pass if like et cetera, but then from my perspective, when I had it when it was sooner, I was like, I don't have anything to show what I'm trying to graduate in.
That is a weird balance. See, ours is like I get so technically for like it's not even like specifically called a thing. Like we call that class 303. Like that's literally just the class number, you know? And so what it was is we had to you had to make specific pieces for 303. So your faculty advisor, like the head of your department, you'd sit down with them and go, okay, this is what I want my focus to be, and this is like, so that this is what I want to do for my 303 like theme kind of. And you had to come up with at least, you had to have a whole bunch of stuff leading up to that that was like sort of going towards your degree, like what you actually wanted to focus on. So but they still wanted it to be like relevant. Like you could use old assignments from class, but they didn't want that to be all you used. And then you had to have like the 4 new pieces and then like sketches along the way. And you basically had to explain like, this is why, like, this is what my focus is, and this is why I feel like I'm like I want to go into it, and then talk about your pieces. So that was when I did Lee, Jonas, and Trevor in like separate pieces, and then I think I did one with Lee and Trevor. And then I had all the sketches leading up to that and everything, and like character design pages, like character reference sheets and shit like that. But it was, I'm okay with it not having been in person, and I'm also like, I'm very okay with my senior art gallery not having been in person, because all my stuff is digital, and they want you to like bring it and hang it on the walls, And I was kind of like, oh my god, like I'd have to spend hundreds to get all of this printed, and not only printed, potentially like mounted and framed.
Oh my god.
So when we were planning for our final exhibit to be in person, and I was like, you know what, screw it, just give me a TV screen, because you're allowed to ask for that, right? So I was like, nope, fuck it, give me a TV screen. And they were going to, and then the university was like, yeah, we think we're not going to have it in person this year. And I kind of went, yes. Yes. But yeah, my review like that was also like over Zoom, and it was really like, I feel like I would have been much more nervous had it been in person. But basically, like, they tried to put people on your panel that they figured would be like a good match for your degree. So it was your faculty advisors there. So like my illustration professor was there, and then the other 3 people on my panel were my favorite art history professor, her husband, who is one of the, like, he's the computer art and animation. And he's fantastic. I love him. Everybody thinks he's such a hard ass, but like if you get on his good side, he's wonderful. And then there's a Japanese art history professor that I had, who I've only ever talked to like a couple times. I had his history of animation course, but that was over the internet, so we didn't really talk. So he was the only one I didn't know. But he was the hardest one on me. I'm like, oh no, oh Mr. Person I don't know, like don't drag me.
Oh my god.
He was pretty nice, but like, one of his things was like, oh, you have a character that uses katana, and I'm like, yeah, and he goes, why? I'm like,
because it's
cool.
Stop questioning me.
Like, that's all. And he goes, yeah, you might want to do some more research on that.
Oh my god.
And it was like, and I told him, I said,
nerds love katana.
I said, yeah, you're right. I said, I honestly, like, I love this character, but I have not had a lot of time to put into, researching weapon styles, and I feel like that would be a good idea. Like because he wasn't like mean about it. He's just like, yeah, I want to do some more research, because it wasn't even like a cultural appropriation thing. He goes, there might be a better suited weapon for the style of fighting that, and I'm like, oh yeah, like okay, now I have Trevor using a saber for the most part, so yeah, like it.
That's cool.
Yeah. But no, my review went very well.
That's good.
Oh, I got the kitty cat.
I have not been doing any of the races, so I'm nowhere near that cat.
Nice. It's not hard to get.
Don't you have to do like 40 or 50 races or something?
Yeah, it's 40.
Remember when they made us do like 80 last year?
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh thank god they listened to us saying that was obnoxious.
Also,
just for the ribbon.
I have the Global Horse Shop. Did you get hi Courtney, did you get the Global Horse Shop?
No.
Okay. So
let me update and see.
So this is what the Global Horse Shop looks like, everybody on stream. They've only like put a selection in here, like 3 of each breed of certain breeds. I mean, I don't mind I know some people are like really against the idea of a Global Horse Shop. I personally don't mind it, like, at all.
I think I like it more than having to actually go to different places to get things.
Yeah, it's like I don't mind the idea of going to the different facilities to look at the horses, but like on release days, it is so busy and you can't see anything anyway. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's hard to get up there and look at. I know some people are like, well, it takes away the magic of like, I'm sorry. No,
What's the magic? This is a horse game.
No, like it's just it's fine. Global Horse Store is fine. There's nothing wrong with Global Horse Store. If you don't like it, then don't use it. But I'm sure it's helpful for other people. You know? But I mean, it looks exactly like the Global Store. I don't really think there's anything I can comment on other than the fact that, like, I got it, and it seems pretty convenient. So cool, you know?
Yeah, I think it would be really helpful if, you know, some people don't have, like, you know, the best internet. So when everyone's crowded around those
that gets
newly
rough.
released sources,
That gets rough.
Yeah.
Well, and then the other part of it too, like just something that I've been thinking of as well is like Star Stable's been doing a lot of juggling of like where they have certain horse breeds, and so like information like, and they're not very clear about it sometimes. Yeah. So like for the times that they randomly move something and now I can't find it, like having the Global Horse Store is actually really, really nice because now I don't have to go looking for it. All right, red string trail time, please.
Oh boy, I'm getting some beast boots.
No, I don't. I don't want to know about the Equestrian Festival. I've been here for 2 weeks.
I really wish they would get rid of that quest. It's so obnoxious.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, lightning.
Yeah.
The lightning ain't hitting me, yo. I'm a real gamer.
It hit me. I got hitted. Yeah, I don't really care about the story behind the red string trail anymore.
I don't either. I've done it.
I'm gonna race through it and hope I get the alien abduction one.
It's kind of like, when will they add more stuff to it? Because it's like,
come on,
guys.
We could be optimistic and say that there's probably going to be new stuff on it this year, but I can't guarantee that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. No.
Oh, man.
I almost missed that. I'm so good at this racing.
Larry's good at games, everybody. Larry's real good at games.
I almost died.
Larry's a gamer.
I am not a gamer.
Larry's a gamer. Haha,
gamer. I'm not.
Gamer.
I'm
gamer.
not a gamer.
Gamer, you're a gamer.
You have to refer to me as Miss Noodle.
Miss Noodle.
Miss last name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey. So the race is different each time you run it. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, I have a completely different track.
I didn't, unless I'm just really stupid.
Did you do it twice?
I did it like 3 times.
Why did you do it 3 times?
Because I fucked up. Wait.
You're so silly.
Wait.
Oh god.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Yeah?
Did I even
Waiting.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
But I'm at the end. Where's my string?
Yeah.
Where's the string? Do I have to pick up the string from somewhere?
You've always had to pick up the string.
Where do you pick up the string from?
At the beginning.
What do you mean? At the beginning? Where? What? I went this whole trail and I'm like, I'm not seeing anything. Nothing's happening for me. Like, I have the quest. Yeah. Nothing's happening for me. Is it because I didn't take this piece of string? Is that what actually starts it?
You didn't take the string.
But I have the quest. But the quest was accepted. Now I gotta go all the way back down. Now I gotta... This is stupid! I hate this! This game is dumb and no one should play it.
Everyone should, and then you make a YouTube video like, this is how Star Stable ruined my life.
Yeah, and it's because the person who doesn't pay attention to things, didn't pay attention to the fact that you have to pick up the string at the beginning of the red string trail ride.
Yeah, the
to
trial
trigger
started.
the trail ride.
Yeah, I'm guessing you didn't trigger it.
No, I didn't. I don't even know where. Now I'm gonna look like an idiot.
How long have you been playing in this game? Oh my god.
Oh, come on. Okay, trail started.
There you go.
Why did my horse stop randomly? Come on, let's go.
Because it's scared. It's scared.
Come on, Tsunami.
I have no horses to train, and I don't know when the next time I'll have a horse.
Fishy man. Ooh, what is that? Did a potato fell from the sky?
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I was really scared for that potato. I saw a potato.
Did you get a potato too? Yay!
I got a potato.
You got the potato. Tater time. Tater time. Oh, a tree fell down. Okay, thank you, Elena. I'm really glad that I'm not the only one that's done that. Like, it doesn't surprise me that that's something I would do. I feel like I did that exact same thing last year. And then probably also got mad about it then. So, you know,
not very clear about it. Like, you think you start the quest, and then you start going, and then you're like, wait a minute, where's
well, it's like, if I accepted the quest, that should mean that the quest has begun. Therefore, I have the string. But no. No, apparently not. Okay. I still didn't even really see anything on the trail. Like,
yeah, I only got the potato.
Yeah, it's just the potato. I think there was a character down there that I could have gone and talked to, but you know what? Nah. Trail completed. 100 XP. What? Okay.
100? No, I'm never doing 100. It again.
Yeah, no
I'm
kidding.
Gonna go see what the trainer and the club person look like now.
Oh yeah, they're cute now.
She is so cute.
Yeah, they're cute now.
That was the club. I don't know where the trainer is. Portland.
Yeah, the little icon above them is different now too.
Yeah. I'm gonna go look for the trainer in Mortland. And also,
yeah, because now the club grandmaster has like the shield with the people in it, and then the horse trainer is I think someone's standing in front of the horse trainer at the Moreland Champ area right now. Like, I think they have the one girl positioned in front of her for the... Yeah, they do. But no, she's cute.
That girl.
I like her pink hair.
Pink hair?
Yeah, the one at the Moreland Champ has pink hair.
Oh, so they all have different looks?
Oh, is the other one? Is there another one that's different?
I don't know. I don't know. I thought you meant, like, they all look different.
I don't know.
But I'm kind of like, okay, you can.
No,
you guys
they look the same.
Okay.
There's one in Moreland here that's very much the same.
So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So you change 2 of those guys. Can you literally change every other NPC?
Literally. Poor Julie here.
Yeah,
poor Julie needs some help.
Oh,
yeah, Julie. She needs some assistance.
Hey, new player, stop feeding your horse.
Also, the girl that's riding around on the Rabicano Arab, help her. Her horse looks great. Like, the NPC that's riding around Moreland that they changed, like, they gave her a new horse and new tack, but they didn't, like, update the NPC, yeah.
Yeah. May she rest in peace.
Yeah. Rip.
Someone help her. I could snap her in half.
Wait, that's the wrong button.
Alright, I'm gonna go do the other races.
Oh, 20 is the pony champ, which I don't care about.
Ew. Yuck.
Yucky. Oh, piggies! I live for the
Every
pig
time.
noises. I love the pig noises. I probably will not be on for too much tonight because there really isn't anything new.
No.
Oh, I screwed up. Oh, now it's different. Why is it different now? I'm doing Sabine's race again. Why is it different this time? I did it 3 times in a row and it was all the same. Now it's different.
Maybe
What?
the game was gaslighting you.
I don't know.
The game was totally gaslighting you.
It might be. Because, maybe when it has you do it the first time, if you don't complete the quest in full the first time, like if you don't finish it the first time, maybe it just has you keep doing that course until you actually win the race. And then it changes it, because now I'm on, like, the first time you can do it with the blue check mark. And it's different. So, now if I do it again, if it'll let me. No, it won't let me. Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow whether that hypothesis is correct. Ugh. So, for all
I would
of
like
our...
to note that
Go on, Courtney.
they're
I'm
not
sorry.
hungry.
Oh, the pigs are not hungry? They're just...
They were not. Yeah, they're not hungry. They're lying.
Okay. Sure.
Not if they lie.
I swear.
They would never
Sure.
lie.
Do you really feed them? Or is it just a cover for the pig abuse?
Have you seen their stomachs lately? They're
I mean,
so round.
I was gonna say, you keep
That's
sending me pictures and they're very fat.
Exactly.
They're very, very
Yes.
fat. Fat pig.
They are professional snackers.
So, for all of our model horse people that may be listening in, because I found out last weekend that a plethora of model horse people really do listen to this, and I just want to say, why?
We're famous.
Why are you here? Why are you here? I mean, don't get me wrong,
To
I
be
appreciate
fair,
it.
we talk about it a lot.
Well, no, I just mean, honestly, anybody, why are you here? Like,
I think we should start putting this our streams on Spotify.
oh
Personally,
boy, yeah.
I think everyone
Or
would
shaped
love it.
podcast.
I gotta come up with a logo for that. I was spitballing with my mom the other day about what the logo should be, because I don't want it to look too much like, you know, Mares in Black has a very, very sleek one. That's the horse head with the microphone. That's really nice. And then I think about, like, the main quest, which is a horse video game blog, and theirs is a video game controller where the ends look like horse heads. Which is also very well done and very clever. I have our squad one, which is the horseshoe, the horseshoe in the circle, which I shared with you guys in the server. I also used it today on Instagram to promote the stream. But like that's the squad logo. It's not whatever this is. I hate to call this a podcast because, like, I mean, technically it could be. Technically, it could be if you took away the gameplay. If you took away the gameplay and it's just audio, I guess what even counts as a podcast anymore?
Just people talking.
Okay, because now there's video podcasts, and I'm like, all right, so I guess we do count. You know.
I think.
Well, I mean, think about it this way: it's basically just the horse version of, like, the Reddit stories on TikTok with the Minecraft playing in the background.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talk about whatever we feel like talking about, and then horse games. Hi, puppy. Come here, Lucy.
Puppy.
Lucy. Hi, Lucy. I don't. Oh, you're wet. Oh, you're wet. Oh. So you
This
came
would be a
in
perfect
here.
moment for a podcast.
So you came in here for me to pet you when you're wet, and then you walk away.
Raining.
And she walks away. She probably went out and rolled in the snow. We have very limited snow out there now, but that wasn't the case like a week ago. Yeah.
Emma.
Now I
think
smell
our
like wet dog. Yeah.
Our logo should somehow be like a horse or a model horse, but someone holding it by the tail. Or horse-shaped podcast.
A sin.
A sin.
One of the
Correct.
cardinal
so
sins.
mad.
It would.
It makes people so mad they'll watch us or listen.
That just reminds me of a really quick side note is I found in my Instagram reel drafts the other day, there was a reel that I had started with the audio, the Taylor Swift audio, that's the horrified looks from everyone in the room. And it was me with my, like, really expensive, glossy Rachel Alexandra holding it by the tail.
Oh my goodness.
And I never got a chance to, like, finish it and post it. It's like, maybe I should just redo it and post it, because that would be funny.
It would?
It would be. I would
do it.
laugh.
If you would laugh, that means you gotta post it.
Yeah. No, but because I was talking to my mom the other day, and I'm like, okay, well, it's horse-shaped object, which is like, it technically means model horse, video game horse, and real horse. You know, because a lot of us do have real horses, and I guess you could also talk about the fact that a lot of us draw horses as well. So like that's technically four things. And I'm like, okay, could you feature all of them in the logo? Would that be too much? Like, it would probably be too much. But, like, how could you... Like, I'm probably going to have to do some brainstorming. And, like, if anybody has any ideas, and that's not just, like, anybody in the voice call right now. Like, if anybody in the chat has any ideas, like, feel free to, like, message me and be like, hey, this might be cool. You know? It's because it's definitely something that I would like to put on, like, merch for everybody. I'm working on squad merch right now, as it is, which has been turning out really cute. I'm excited about that. Yeah,
I'll have to purchase that.
Yeah. As far like right now, I have the mug. I have the mug is that's probably the one design I kind of finalized right now, and then I also was gonna do like a tumbler and a tote bag. The logo looked a little weird on a t-shirt as like a full t-shirt, but I might be able to do like a pocket logo one. That might not look bad.
You might be able. I think you'd be able to pull it off on like on a hoodie.
Oh, maybe, yeah. That would work.
Like kind of like varsity themed, maybe.
Yeah. And then I also I was gonna do phone cases, and then I kind of went, oh, but some people like to put stickers on their phone cases and stuff. So I'm probably gonna just make it a legitimate sticker, you know, because it's just a circular sticker. So I will likely have those for Briarfest, the squad stickers. I'm thinking 2-inch maximum. I don't want to make them too big, but I feel like 2 inches, because it's 2-inch by 2-inch, basically, that would be a pretty good size. But I think that's going to be one of my, not technically a Briarfest design, because I do have one sticker that's going to be my Briarfest design. And when I start revealing that, there's a story that goes with that I will have to share with the class, because otherwise it'll make sense, but I feel like I want to give some context just because I think it could be interesting. But yeah, no, there's some fun stuff. I love how Courtney's laughing. Like, I know the tea.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I found a funny picture of us. I'll drop it in the chat.
Oh no, of course. Okay. But
I went through my pictures looking for goofy pictures for you, and I found this instead.
Thanks. So for our model horse people on here, first of all, I want to say, like, anybody that came up and talked to me at BVG last weekend, thank you. Like, it was really oh god, that one. It was really nice to, like, put a few more names to faces. Like Katie, Painted Mare Studio, like, she came up to see me. She's very, very, very sweet. And then collecting with Sam, like, we kind of knew, like, of each other, but we'd never actually talked, and we were tabled right next to each other, so that was nice. And there were a couple other people that, like, I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of remember you, but now we've actually, like, either officially met face to face or had more time to talk. So that was awesome. That was good. And I'm like, I'm sorry if I may have seemed a little, like, frantic at some points. I was like, I'm still not used to so many people wanting to talk to me at a model horse show environment. It's a little bit different when you're tabled at, like, Briarfest or like, say, like, you know, next week I'm doing Midwest Horse Fair, and it's like, it's a little bit different when all of your attention is focused on that. But, and I'm sure anybody that shows model horses knows, like, when you're trying to run your class list at the same time you're trying to talk to all your friends and you're trying to, you know, negotiate a deal with somebody and you're doing this and that, it's like, it gets a little bit hectic. So I appreciate anybody, like the patience that some of you guys had with me when I was like, hang on, I know we're mid-conversation, but they just did a final call for this class and I have to go. Especially at a show that had, like, so many classes and so many entrants. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Hi, Sam. But yeah, it was really fun. Hello. And I'm really looking forward to. I actually don't know what the next show I'm going to be doing is, because now it's getting into, like, the season that I don't show. I know there's a couple more coming up that people might be heading to, but I typically don't do any until the fall. The summer for me is dedicated fully to, like, going to art festivals and fairs and all that kind of stuff. So I am grinding. This was supposed to be my break week. I have not gotten a break.
Emma.
No, well, it's not for lack of trying. It's not for lack of trying. So Monday I woke up and I'm like, yes, today is going to be an easy day. Monday was not an easy day. I ended up having to run around for a whole bunch of stuff, and the first thing on my list was, all right, I need to go get feed for my horses. Well, then the feed store didn't have the feed, and then I go to check online later, and not only do they still not have the feed, now they have even less of the feed, and I don't know when the truck was coming in. Well, then I check back again later in the day. Now they have one of the feed, but not the other feed. So I get the one feed, and I choose it for pickup. And I had a whole bunch of other stuff I was doing on Monday too that I was running around for. Well, then yesterday morning, I get a text from the barn owner, because I had texted her the day before, and I was like, hey, I'm sorry, I was supposed to bring up feed, and they didn't have the feed, which, you work there? Why didn't you tell me they don't have the feed? But okay. So I get a text from her in the morning, and she goes, hey, are you coming out to hold your horse for the vet? And I went, huh? What do you mean? For the vet? What do you mean? Like, what are we getting done? We just had the vet here. You know, we have a vet that comes up from Wisconsin, you know? And she goes, oh, it's vaccine day. And I'm like, okay, let me know when they're gonna come up, and I guess I'll go pick up my feed that the feed store now has, and then I'll come right up and hold my horses. So I did that. It took me a while, and I almost got the truck stuck 3 times because it's very muddy up there, and I had to haul my 3 50-pound bags of feed from my truck a couple 100 feet to the barn owner's truck because I couldn't get it in the feed shed. And then my horse was being a weirdo for the vet. And then I ran into town yesterday, and I maybe got I think by the time I actually got into town, and my day started at 8 a.m. So by the time I actually got into town to work on stuff, it was 1 p.m. And I was gonna go hang out with a friend, and I hadn't eaten yet, and I was gonna go hang out with a friend at 2 p.m. And then I think we hung out for a couple hours, and then they had to go to class, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna go work on more stuff now. And then I came home and I started painting more things. So, and then today, I've already been back and forth into town a couple times today, and more painting stuff. I'm testing a gloss. I'm testing new paint. I'm prepping stuff for Fest already, which that's what I'm testing my gloss for. I figure if I test it now, and I let these horses sit for 2 months, 3 months, that my gloss will definitely be set by the time Fest comes around. Because some of the stuff I'm working on, I want it to be extra shiny. I'm doing a lot of weird colors for Fest this year, and I want it to be extra shiny. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, so and in the middle of all this, I still have to prep for Midwest Horse Fair, which is next weekend. We leave for that Thursday morning, and I don't think I'll get back until Monday. So it's gonna be a long weekend.
No rest for you.
No rest for me. Thankfully, after that, I'm kind of chill for a while.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good though. You need those moments of rest.
Yeah, because after that, it's going to be, purely devoted to Briarfest prep, and, we'll know at the end of April whether or not I've gotten into the AG, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm fairly certain, because I did get an email from Aaron at Stone, that I have a spot at their artist marketplace. Now I'm just waiting back. I'm just waiting to hear back from Briar. So there is a possibility I will be in 2 places at once during Fest, and so it'll be me and my mom at one or the other. I don't think that'll be too bad. I know we did get swarmed last year at the AG, and Lurie was there, and Courtney's been to the AG before, so you guys know the vibe.
Yeah, we know the drill. We know the drill. Yeah.
Even with only if it does come down to only one person there, it just everybody will just have to wait in line for stickers or whatever you're buying. That's just how it's gonna have to be, because it's gonna be one of us. But it shouldn't be too bad. Everybody's really patient, and I remember years with when Kylie was in there, that she was basically a one-woman show. So if you wanted something from her, you were in a line that went pretty much around the room. So, yeah, it'll be interesting for sure. I'm definitely excited to go to Equilocity again, because I actually feel like I'm welcome there again.
Yeah.
Not that I can necessarily afford to buy anything, but I still want to be able to go and support my friends and see my friends.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I didn't really get to last year, so now I get to see my friends.
I could have.
They came and saw me. Oh, I didn't get to go see them. My turn now. Right. Real quick, because because there's really nothing to do in Star Stable today, so I'm just hanging out at one of the arenas. But I want to talk about the 2 new releases that came out yesterday, because that was also part of my day. So like when I came home from I don't have cell service at the barn. So for anybody that was like, damn, normally Emma's the first one on this, why didn't we see this until like, an hour after it came out? Because I was at the barn. So the way that my day went yesterday is I got home from the barn and I wasn't even quite home yet, and my phone like suddenly gave me all my messages. And the first message I see was on Discord from Courtney, and it was like, these are the new stablemates. And all I got was the text. I didn't see the images, and I went, oh shit, not today. Well, because I knew it was coming, right? The spring deco normally comes around the first or second week of April. Like, I know this. I've been a dealer for 7-8 years now. Like, I know this. Normally that information gets to us dealers around 10 in the morning. That's kind of like when I watch for it. But typically, like, I didn't necessarily expect it to be that day. Like, I thought it was going to come on Monday, and then it didn't. And then I'm like, okay, well, they normally don't give us anything in this middle of the week period. Watch it be Friday. Nope, it was Tuesday. So I get home, and the first time I was seeing any of the new horses was when, like, Courtney, you texted me pictures. And I didn't think I had an email because I was looking through my phone notifications, and it wasn't showing me that I had an email from my lovely rep. And I was like, oh shit, I don't have an email. And I was going to get on the phone with her. I was going to call her, and I was going to be like, Rachel, help me. And I'm like, okay.
Rachel, please.
I'm like, wait a minute. Let me go actually check my emails. And lo and behold, at 10:52 a.m., there was an email from her that was like, here's the spring releases, yay! And I went, great! So all of this happened before I even, like, parked the truck in the driveway. So
Yeah.
So I get out of the truck, I'm covered in mud, because it was horrible up there. I get in, I leave my boots at the front door, I still have my ball cap on, I go downstairs, because my laptop's downstairs, and I'm like, alright, guess I gotta put the horses online. I desperately needed a shower, I was covered in mud, but I'm like, nope, I gotta get the ponies online. And that took me about a half hour to fully get done. And then I was like, I kind of sat there and I went, oh, shower time. That was probably about noon, and I still hadn't consumed any food as of then. So, it was a day. Now, that's not the first time that's happened to me. The last time a spring release dropped and I was at the barn was whatever year Bisbee came out, which was the turquoise and copper Forever Sage, and I was at the barn when that one came out as well. That was fun. Now that day it was actually pouring rain, and I had to go it was either like the farrier had come or something, but I'm like, I was at the barn and I couldn't avoid being at the barn. But I remember getting home and I was like soaking wet and miserable and had to get horses online. I think I rewarded myself with a gas station Dr. Pepper after that.
As you should.
As I should.
I like the Weather Girl, but like, I don't need it. It's nice for what it is, but not what I was expecting.
Sure.
But it is a little interesting that that eliminates her for the surprise, I think.
Somebody had a really good before I start talking about those real quick, with the whole surprise thing. My screen, oh my god, my screen went black. Oh, okay. Anyway, So now that Weather Girl is technically out of the running for the surprise, somebody suggested Ruffian with the reasoning, like the rationale of, quote, girls run the world. I think that's very
that is super clever.
That does feel like very Heather level thinking. Yeah, that really feels like Heather level of thinking. So that's I'm kind of inclined to potentially go with that, as much as I would like Bobby Joe. I feel like that's a very it wouldn't surprise me, I'll just put it that way.
I think it'll actually really help to see what ends up being the special runs for that event in May in a couple weeks here.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because those are probably out of the running then too. Possibly. Yeah. That's not a for sure thing. But yeah, let me see. So, Picanti.
Well, they made that Bobby Joe into a dude, so...
Oh. It has such a feminine head, I don't know if that's gonna work well. But anyway, spring releases. I do actually genuinely like the Weather Girl. Briar has a pretty good track record with their Bay Roans. And I am keeping one for myself. I don't normally do that. It's a treat. it's a little treat. It's a little treat. I really like the coloring. I like that the markings are very simple. I like that it can very easily pass for something that's 3/4 Arab, 1/4 quarter horse. And I realized that I don't have any part Arabs. I don't even think I have a purebred Arab anymore on my class list. Almost the entire light breed division at BVG I was sitting out. So like it kind of made me realize, like, oh, I do have Storm. That's right. I do have a full Arab. I don't have a part Arab.
Can't believe you forgot about him.
I'm sorry. I do love him. I just sometimes I don't realize that, like, oh yeah, I have this breed that I told myself I'd probably never have, and Arabs are one of those for some reason, because the only Arab mold I like from Briar usually is Ashbar. And for some reason I have one of the ones that is not normally obtainable. Because I got lucky for once. But no, I do like her. I kind of want to see her in gloss. Like, honestly, like, that would be one that I want to see in gloss. I really like when Briar does interference colors over their roans. It's something that I like to do a lot, especially with my bays. So I would have liked to see, like, an interference blue over her. But I feel like that's also maybe a bit much for a brick and mortar special run. But okay, you know, like, but she's nice. I'd have to go back and look, because the fact that dealers are only allowed to order 12 of her seemed off to me. Like, normally if they limit us to like a number, it's 18, which is 3 case packs, not 2 case packs. So it does seem like I'd have to go back and check Barranco, which was last year's fall brick and mortar one. Like, I'd have to go check that email to see if they limited us to 18 or 12 of those, because I didn't get the full amount of those, but I am getting the full amount of Picanti. And then Gilded. I don't like Gilded. But here's the thing. My caveat with Gilded is it feels to me like they should have inverted his colors. Because if you look at him...
that's exactly my thoughts.
Okay, cool. Okay. Also, I don't know if you put these in the group chat so that Lurie can see them. Because I don't think I have photos anymore, just so that Lurie has some context. So, on Gilded, the blue on him is the white markings, and the gold is the solid color. It should have been reversed. Just aesthetics-wise, it should have been reversed. And I can't honestly say why I feel like that is. I just think that it would have looked
because
better.
it looks weird to have the darker color as the Pinto pattern.
Yeah, okay, that is probably what my brain is seeing. Like, yeah, you should, like, normally in a Pinto pattern, the darker color would be the horse's base coat color. So, you know, blue, that would be his base coat, and the gold would be the quote white markings. Like, I think that would have been a better design choice, because I was looking at the pattern and kind of going to myself, man, I'd actually like to see that pattern done, like, not even realistically, but just so that the supposed white markings were actually white. Because the pattern looks really cool. Like, whoever designed the pattern, it's super nice, and I'm not
really
normally an O'Hara person.
Having the gold body color.
Yeah.
Like, I think it highlights the shape of the blue too much, and then you're like, wait, what kind of pattern is that? It looks so weird. And then it takes you a second to be like, oh. That's supposed to be frame.
Yeah, it's a frame overall. You?
Hi.
Hi.
I actually really like it.
Okay. Like, it's definitely not the worst deco I've ever seen. You know, like, it's just...
I like that it's briar colors, too.
Yeah, it's just not
I'm
for
looking
me.
directly at you.
It's glossy.
You know why I like it.
I do know why you like it. I do
I'm
know why
looking
you like
directly
it.
at you. Know why.
I know why.
Now I need it.
I know why.
I'm guessing I can't just get that, though. I gotta be part of a club.
No, actually, you can just get it. Yeah. Yeah, you could literally just get it.
My mom's gonna be like, why did you get that? That's weird. I'd be like,
I'll text
because
you.
It's colors.
I'll text you a message. Don't worry.
But the thing is, the one thing that sucks, so it's like, okay, obviously I would like to collect more. Not really a big collector.
Right.
I decided if I were to collect anything, I would want to collect the minis of, like, the mini Gypsy Banners. Like, I like that model, that when it's small.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I legitimately have zero space for horses.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
To the point that, like, the three that, because I told you that at Briarfest last year, I would be splurging and getting more, but I literally have no space.
Yeah.
And I still don't. But, like, it's to the point where, like, I honestly want to get, like, one or two from Briarfest this year, and I will maybe put you on to maybe finding a model for me, because I trust here. It's a Nakota one.
Okay.
I saw it everywhere last year.
Oh, is it one of the Pop the Cork? Is that, do you know, like, what it's called?
No, it's a Blue Roan.
Oh, okay. That's the very first Nakota.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think it was, and I don't know how rare it is.
It was a regular run, I thought.
It was a regular run. It does sell for a little bit more now, but I can't remember. Like, between 80 and 100, I think. That's probably a good price for it.
That is fine. That is the one, like, other model that caught my eye last year.
It's very pretty. It is a very pretty horse.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
It's to the point, though, where it's like, if I get more horses, I'm gonna have to do the thing where I take the ones currently off my shelf, put the rest in a closet, and just alternate them.
Yep.
And be like, yay!
No, I feel either. One of the funniest, like, things to come out of Briarfest last year, I feel like, is the fact that we've turned you into a horse girl.
Well, I've already been one, but I'm more of, like, the thing is, it's like when I went to Briarfest and I can physically see what I'm purchasing. No, how we could just sort through and, like, see if something was of quality.
Yep.
That's why I never bought, like, or decided to look into actually buying a model.
It's really hard to do the online sales. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted you to give me my first ever horse.
Yeah.
Too. So
yeah, we had the passing of the Fireheart. That was fun.
My very first horse.
Yeah.
Which he is still up by himself, or, like, he has the other, like, mini unicorn thing.
Yeah.
Aaron wouldn't blow him.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy. Like, he's not ever gonna be shuffled out because, like, I'm like, this one is
That's
special,
your boy.
special. It's my boy.
That's your boy.
But yeah, like I prefer if I can like look like physically look at the thing before I'm about to buy, especially when they're like collector's items.
Right.
Because after I was curious and like, you know, the Silver Bay I have, I don't know the names.
Yep, that was a surprise horse.
Yeah. Yeah, that I hunted down because I was like, oh, Epona! I went on eBay after, you know, Brian, I was just curiously looking at the things I bought. And there was literally one of these, like, Silver Bays that had gunk and grime and everything. Like, my kid played with this, but I'm selling it now. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, you didn't. You didn't. Like, the horse had marker and glue and gunk
my God,
it. And they're selling it on eBay, and they were asking for $60. I'm like,
no.
What?
No, at that point, that's a body quality horse. Like, I don't care if you paid $85. That's a body quality horse.
You let your you know, obviously, like Briar, like obviously, like I've been on Briar's site. They have horses meant for children to play with.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would never hand them even a $30 or $40 model horse and be like, okay, you can play with it.
Right.
I'd be like, no.
Like you know, I would hypothetically, because we all know I'm not gonna have kids. I would hypothetically, my kids would start out with like, okay, here you get a classic one, because those are the ones you can get, like the really affordable, like the horse and rider and tack. Like I think that's, I think they're like $30 retail. Which that's not bad, you know? And some of them have the nice brushable hair and all that. And then you can get all the accessories and all the tack fits those horses. And and so like that'd be a great toy for a kid. I wouldn't start letting them like get a traditional until it was like, okay, like maybe some of these, you know, less expensive ones you can play with, but like, you know, but maybe like be careful with these, because they're not necessarily like, I mean, because Briar does not market themselves as a collector's item unless you're talking about the collector club, the premier club, the vintage club. It's the higher end ones. Anything that's in like the 50 to 60 and below range, like anything that we get in a dealer catalog, they do specifically market as toys. They're like, yep, we're a toy company. So, you know, but I also like, when my parents started buying me like the traditionals, is I was the type of kid that like, I wasn't hard on my toys. And I don't know, like, because I've heard a lot of people being like, yeah, I had Briars when I was a kid, and I'd run them along the ground, and then their legs would pop off, and I was kind of like, whoa, I ran my horses all over, and their legs never came off.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't know. I feel like you could, like, and I still have some of my childhood collection, like from when I was really little. Like one of the horses that I very much played with, not rough, but I very much played with her, actually won me a reserve champion at the Briarfest Youth Show the first year I went. So that horse got me a glossy prize model, and I played with her. She has girth rubs and ear tip rubs, and you know, won me a glossy prize model. And I just, you know, so
I just think she's loved.
Yeah, but it's like I did, you know, those are little things that you can kind of touch up. So like I knew enough back in 2010 that I could. I think I was like 11, like 11. And I touched up my horse and I brought it to the show, and sure as shit, like, it won. But yeah, like it's definitely possible for kids to be careful with their toys, and like, you know, but you also can't expect that, like, okay, if you buy a kid and like if you buy a kid a toy, right, and you give it to them and you're like, this is a toy, then they're gonna treat it like a toy. Like, you know, you can't be mad at a kid for having a toy.
Also, are you still in game?
I am. I'm gonna be leaving the game in a second. I'm at Fur Grove. I did the champ. You got a horsey?
I can meet you. I'm going to a stable.
Where are you going? Oh, you're going to Valedale?
Close. I'm in Valedale, so I can meet.
No, stay in Valedale. I can call for pickup.
Oh, that's correct.
Stay there.
We all moved our homestay to Valedale.
Yeah, my home stable is Valedale now. Where
Tell me
are
when you're
you?
here.
Larry.
You gotta come find me. You gotta come find me.
Oh wait, you're not at the stable? Oh no.
Come find. I'm not in the forest. I'm right near the stable.
Okay.
You gotta come find me. Gotta come find me.
Larry, this is when I wish this game would have proximity chat. Larry.
Oh, you're getting real cold.
Oh, I'm getting cold. Okay. Larry, there you are. Is that you?
Stable.
Nope, that's not you.
Oh, I see you. I see you. Oh, you're running away. You're running away.
Larry.
I saw you.
Larry.
You're running away. I
What do
see
you
you,
mean
but you're
I'm
running away. You're running so far away.
Where are you?
Oh, you're running away. I see you. I see you.
Larry.
Yeah?
Where?
No, come back. I said I'm by the stable.
Mean?
I'm by the stable.
You're
nowhere near the
stable.
No, you're not.
I'm right here. Are you in here?
No, I'm outside, but I'm near it.
You're near it. Okay. Are you in the garden?
No,
okay.
I'm near the stable.
You're near the stable. Okay. Well, that's not you.
I'm hidden. I'm hiding.
What do you
I'm not
mean
in the
Oh, I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. His name is Trouble. That's cute. He's cute.
Yeah.
I
did the green new saddlebag with the coin, like a little bit of the coin tack and saddlebag on there. I'm like, oh, that's a really nice.
That's cute. No, it is a really pretty color. I have 290 tokens saved up because I haven't really wanted anything this year. So next year I'm going hard.
I had 300 and I started with 300 and then I like 250 because I a bit, but I'm like, nah, there's not really anything.
Oh, I suppose real quick we should talk about the 3 horse coats that CC found in the files. Start with the Mustang, seeing as you're riding one.
Sure, I'm not impressed with any of them though, so I'm safe.
That's fair.
No, me neither.
But you got what you wanted.
I did get what I wanted. So the Mustang, I like the base coat color. I don't like the pattern.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much for me.
It doesn't. Yep. I understand they were trying to go for like a weird Sabino. It's not successful to me, honestly. It looks very like messy. It and like the edges of it seem really odd. So that's it for me on that. Like I don't know. It's not for me. It's definitely not for me. The Ardennes.
Ardennes cute.
The Red Roan Ardennes is really cute. I still don't have strong feelings towards the Ardennes one way or another. I definitely don't hate it. I think it's really cute. I just it doesn't really do much for me. But I'm also not a draft horse person in the first place.
Too much of the colors they've already released for it, so it's just where I'm like, meh.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's another row.
The Mustang pattern is really odd.
Yeah. The Cell Francais I like, but I could be very, very nitpicky about it if I wanted to. Like, I wish the face marking was different. I wish it either would have had either a little star or a strip that went all the way down the face. Like a thin strip that went all the way down the face. But I like that they're taking stylistic liberties with the Pinto patterns, because when I looked at it this morning, I went, huh, that looks like something I would draw. Because, well, I don't know if you noticed how round it is.
It's very round. I noticed that.
It's extremely round, and that's
like
You know, and that's kind of how I do some of my Tobiano patterns when I draw, is like Tobiano patterns are very round in the first place. And so like when you stylize that, it does kind of help to a very easy way to make a Tobiano pattern on a horse would be just draw circles, overlapping circles, and then you connect the outline of those circles and you have a really nice Tobiano pattern. Sometime I'll have to do that on stream so you guys can fully see what I'm talking about. But no, it's very round, and then it has incredibly like sharp edges. And I feel like the face marking does not match that, because it's a very like wiggly looking snip, whereas the rest of the markings are so round and so smooth that the face marking doesn't seem to quite fall in line with that. But I don't hate it. I'm gonna buy it.
You're gonna get it.
The pattern on the left side, like the side the mane falls on, feels so front heavy with the white.
That I also agree with.
It needs something in the back end. Even just like a white tail tip would be so much better.
It needs the
and
arrow
I don't
butt.
think that the white comes up. Yeah, it really does. And I don't think the white comes up high enough on the neck for that specific like neck ring that they did with it. Like that seems like a little bit lower than it typically is on horses. I could be wrong, but it might just be that the face is too dark and makes it seem farther back than it really is.
I think that might be it, because it almost looks like they kind of went like with a very similar pattern. Like maybe they started off with the chestnuts pattern and like switched up some things, because the chestnut Tobiano is very nice, but it also has that really like neck. It also has that neck ring on it type deal.
I think the other side looks a lot more balanced, and it's probably because the white comes to more about the middle of the back.
Sure.
On the barrel, whereas it stops pretty much at the shoulder on the other side. But on that side where the pattern doesn't reach far enough back, there's also a handprint on the neck, and I can't stop looking at
it. Where's the hidden Mickey?
Yeah.
That they would get to, don't worry.
I don't know. It just feels like there's so many inconsistencies in the pattern. Like, I can definitely see the similar style you have in certain areas of the markings. Other areas seem really blotchy.
Yes.
And not quite so round. And the pattern inconsistency is what's making me not like it.
Yeah.
And I am a black horse and Tobiano person.
Yeah.
So for me to just be like, I don't like this is really odd.
No, but I totally understand where you're coming from. Like I said, I could nitpick it to high heaven. I absolutely could. But I think it's just like it just passes it enough for me, because I also think about like, okay, you're gonna stick a saddle on top of it, so that big black area over the back is probably not gonna be as noticeable once you tack it up. And then as far as like the mane goes, is I can't stand the basic pulled mane on the Cell Francais anyway, so I will probably roach that thing, and like, because the mane is what was kind of bugging me a little bit. It was like, oh, that's kind of funky looking. But if I can get rid of it like I did on the chestnut Tobiano, then I think I'll be okay. But yeah, like, as far as like all three colors, nothing phenomenal, but nothing horrible either. Like, a lot of people are gonna like that Mustang, even if it's not my cup of tea. Do I think it's a little bit ugly leaning? Sure. but also like, okay.
Well, I wish they would like learn some patterns, I guess, because like it seems like almost a Sabino on one side and then like edging under Rabicano on the other side, and that's where I'm like, guys, this is so lopsided. How did you get two lopsided patterned horses when you had two stellar Tobiano Cell Francais already? Like, how?
Different.
How did you manage that?
Nicolette, you are right. The Mustang feels like it should be like the normal horse coat for one of the magic horses. It does have those vibes, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it reminds me of
does.
the.
It really does.
It reminds me of the leafy Marwari, the birch Marwari. But like somehow the birch Marwari is better.
Well, because it's consistent on both sides,
right? Like I actually have those unlocked, so I can look at them at any time. And if I go in here to like
I have
this on the Mustang.
I have that birch Marwari.
Like it would have been. I think that would have been like nice, a similar, like an actual more Sabino-y leaning pattern instead of, you know what it kind of looks like to me. And this is probably going to feel like a slight, and I don't want it to feel like an insult. It looks like that somebody took one of those airbrush splatter paint brushes in Photoshop and went around the edge of the pattern.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly how it feels.
Sorry. But yeah, I wonder if those will be ones that they're just gonna randomly add to the game, or if those will fall in line with some kind of event. I kind of think they're just gonna be like, 1 week is new horses, and that's all the update we're gonna get, which is I'm fine with. But yeah, I think that's what those are gonna be for. I don't think they're gonna be in line with like the Western event or the Rainbow event or anything like that. I think they're just gonna one day just go horsies. So.
Want a horsey? I'll be like, no.
I don't want a horsey, but I do want a horsey. I'm gonna get a horsey. I have enough star coins for horsey, so.
Is it next week the last week of the Equestrian Festival, or am I miscalculating?
Let me look at the news, because I think it's not this week. Like I think it's the next week. I think it's the next week. Because this would be week 3.
Yeah, and isn't there usually only like...
It's 4 weeks. Normally it's 4 weeks.
I swear if it's 5, I'm gonna go insane.
So next week, it's a new dressage routine, I believe. Mm-hmm. And then... okay, so March 27th, that's day 1 of the festival. Like, that's week 1. Week 3, or week 2 was April 3rd. This is week 3, April 10th. And then April 17th is week 4. So yeah, so it's 4 weeks. And I think that's enough. You know,
yeah, that's plenty of time.
I don't mind it being a little bit of an extended event, because for anybody that doesn't train their horses all the time, or like doesn't consistently like get on and do like what we do, like even once a week, you know, like it is a nice opportunity to you know, get some nice tack with the tokens, because you can rack up tokens real quick and horse experience real quick.
Yep.
So it makes it a really nice event for people.
Races are 800 XP. You're gonna
get that real quick. Yeah. But I think I'm gonna call it there for tonight. I gotta go get a snack. I'm hungry. So I will not be on next week though.
Okay.
It is the day before I leave for Midwest Horse Fair, and I leave like right away in the morning on Thursday for Midwest Horse Fair. So I'm gonna take Wednesday night to like tie up a whole bunch of loose ends, and I definitely need that time. So I will not be back until the following Wednesday. So not this coming Wednesday, the Wednesday after that. The last week of the festival, which I think there's actually going to be not necessarily something to do, but there should be new stuff for us to talk about. Yeah. So. And
we'll have the realm map coming up within like the next week.
Too, I would think so. Yeah. But all right, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Good night.